for the Marines. We return again on this day, which is right here, because the Space Marines of Leviathan can be the first company, and they hold back the Horde. Question mark? Question no. The awesome new edition of Warhammer 40,000 is kicking off with Leviathan, a huge boxed set, packed with new miniatures. It's the first place you'll be able to get your hands on the excellent Terminators, Terminator Librarian, and Lieutenant or Lieutenant, depending on your regional pronunciation of the word. We've seen already that there's still more to come from the Adeptus Astartes, as featured here.
A crusade to cleanse the stars. Our forces engage the remnants of Leviathan. Soon, their foulness will be but a memory.
Wow. The Captain in Terminator armor. New 40k, wow. Look at his sword. It's got like a thing, and it's got like a shield. He's got that thing on the side of the leader of the strike force is a captain resplendent in ornate Terminator armor. His scenic base features the severed head of a screamer killer, half buried in the dirt. So at least we know he's got the chops to deal with that live screamer killer in the Tyranid force. The captain pictured on the box is none other than Severus Ageman. But don't worry if you're not a son of Macragge. The miniature itself is chapter agnostic, so you can have him represent a captain from any chapter you like. Why not? Librarian in Terminator armor. That's here, and there, and here. In the absence of the flowing robes that usually mark members of the Librarium, our psychic champion has opted for plenty of runic ornamentations on his Terminator armor. He's also sporting the classic horned skull icon, worn by librarians since the days of Rogue Trader. The lieutenant, or lieutenant, depending on your thing. Moving forward, with Combi Flamer, wow! He is right here. The Lone Wolf has more than Tyranid trophies hanging off of his armor, but which we're sure aren't Codex compliant. The alien chitin carapace of the Tyranid down his right shoulder of the arm should come in pretty handy against the acidic ichor coating his blade, and if you include the one stuck into his scenic base, this Phobos lieutenant has upgraded to 3 knives. Oh wow. Then we have the Apothecary Biologus with his jar. The new Apothecary Biologus is a scientist rather than a doctor, and takes to the field without his Narthecium. Instead, he is suited in the thick Gravis armor for frontline service, where he used the advanced Vivispectrum attached to his backpack and wrist to analyze fallen foes in order to learn their weaknesses. The Terminator Squad as featured here. Wow. As we know, the new Terminators are an awesome update on the classic, and not too much of their iconic design has changed, save updated proportions and a pretty hefty increase in the size asterisks. The new Telefort Homer is now also rather fancy, as it benefits one of the stars of the cinematic trailer, WoW, Stern Guard veterans as featured here. The Stern Guard veterans are true masters in the use of the Holy Bolt Gun, and come to battle with the array of deadly bolter variants. They primarily wear Tacticus armor, but it has been adorned with relics and combined with the parts of older armor marks to demonstrate their station in the chapter. The Infernus Squad, as featured here. Wow! And as they are featured here, right there, you can see it. After the Pyre Blaster proved to be so popular among the Black Templar's Crusader squads, it's no surprise to see that it rolled out across other Space Marine chapters. These Infernus squads are exactly the right remedy for a nasty case of the Tyranids, and with 10 of them in the box, they're easily enough to roast those Xenos into oblivion. The Ballistus Dreadnought, wow, as featured here. The Ballistus Dreadnought is built from the powerful Redemptor chassis, but it shares a loadout with a Dreadnought of an earlier era. The combination of a twin-linked lascannon and missile launcher is a Space Marine classic, brought into the modern age just in time to blow holes into larger Tyranid monsters, as featured here, and all of the strength that you'll need and the skill of the First Company to hold back the tide of Tyranids sharing the Leviathan boxed set is available in the Leviathan boxed set. But while you're drilling your anti-swarm tactics, take a breather and check out the whatever is going to be next. And those 45mm bases are straddling. Just take off 5mm and you've got it. Yeah!